Morning, everyone. Oh man, that was a hot gulp of coffee that I didn't let cool down quick enough. It's Friday. It's July the 5th, SG Daily number 66. We're cruising along. Shout out to Mario Lemieux. And hope your week's gone well. Mine's been just an absolute roller coaster. Got a whole bunch of things going on. Onboarding a contract lawyer to help with some extra work, working with some interesting clients, dealing with some government delays that have been a pain, finalizing the purchase of a condo. That's been up and down. So a lot of good stuff, some not so good stuff, some anxious stuff. Overall, things are definitely moving in the right direction, I think. And the realization I had really in the last day that I wanted to talk about today is another highlight in importance of why you want to establish yourself or your business as a domain expert, or, pick a niche and get really good at it. And the reason for that is because the short answer to the reason for that is it presents you with some pretty unique opportunities. And what I mean by that is, if you want to continue kind of growing and like establish yourself, or grow a business or start a business or anything like that, there's a couple ways to do it, right? You can just go start it on your own. You can co-found something with other people. You can work on something with other people. And one way to kind of get some chips in the right stacks are to know the right people that are doing cool things, and you can kind of get in at the right time while something's early on, so to speak. This might sound really vague and abstract right now, but I'm going to get to somewhere here. What I'm trying to say is that in the last almost 2 years now that I've been running my firm, it's very niche. It's in a very niche area, more emerging area, kind of where immigration and tech combine or kind of cross paths, which I think is great. And I was lucky to get the opportunity to start doing that. And what comes with that is other people looking to get into that industry, looking to start building technology around it, or new types of companies around it, advancements around it. And that's really, really good if you're a domain expert about that particular thing. So I gave you an example of what I'm doing. I'll give you another example. Let's say there's a new software coming out that's going to like change the game. Some new social media thing comes out and it's all the rage. You know what I mean? It's like taking some market share from Snapchat or Insta or whatever. If you kind of build a service business around that, or maybe a product, or you build some type of business and build up the reputation as being a domain expert on that new thing, there's going to be subsidiary type businesses and industries related to that thing, right? You don't have to go out and start all of them. If you're a domain expert about it, then you'll put yourself in a good spot to talk to interesting people and be presented with opportunities that you might not have been able to otherwise. So let's say I'll try and give you a more deeper example of my situation, or a real life example, so that it paints a clear picture. So I've become an expert on this one immigration program in Canada for tech workers. Now that the program's catching on, there are other similarly related kind of like tertiary businesses and services that are seeing it catch on and say, we want to get into this and spin it our way, or build tech behind it, or anything like that. But a lot of these companies, what they're missing is the domain expert. And if you're the domain expert, it's very easy to get on the other side of the table with these people and say, well, here's what you're looking to do. I can help you do it. Let's work together. And the reason why I really like that is because you can take a minor role and you can still take a share of what they might be working on. And obviously you want to create opportunities where everyone's winning, right? You're not looking to take advantage of anyone, hopefully, but you do have to look after yourself. So in my situation, I still have my practice where I'm doing these applications, but there's now these other businesses and services that are looking to try to automate this process, build tech around it, include it in their recruitment efforts and things like that. And they need someone to help them build all of it, right? And sure, they could like go to a law firm, but they're going to be overcharged and work with lawyers and not people who are used to working with tech people like myself. So that's been part of the hectic week, which has been two pretty cool opportunities with different companies that are looking to do different things, but they're related to this one thing that I know a lot about. And so that's what gets me at the table. I think they're both cool companies with really cool ideas, and they could both definitely work and succeed in the long run. And if I can help both of them get there and get a very small piece of the action, a reasonable amount of piece of the action to make it worth my time and their time, then everybody wins, everybody grows, and you're leveraging your expertise even more. So another reason, like these are things I probably wouldn't be in the position to do if I was just a general immigration lawyer, because you're not enough of a domain expert on the one thing that these companies and people want to focus on. So anyways, I think that was probably one of the more abstract ideas and thoughts and like suggestions that I've talked about. So to bring it a little bit more back down to earth, I'll say that focus on becoming an expert in something, some type of domain area, whether it be through your own business or whether it be as an employee. Like establish yourself as a domain expert in something so that the company will have to rely on you for it, or other companies, or you can go start your own company about it. And then when these other businesses and service providers and entrepreneurs want to get in on it, you're someone that they can go to and someone with high value for new opportunities that you may not have even thought of yourself. So, hope that made some semblance of sense. If it did not, please let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment. If you're listening on the podcast, you can follow me on Instagram. Either way, you can follow me on Instagram at solopreneur grind. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps. And if you like the video. And other than that, check out solopreneurgrind.com. If you want to join the email list, I send 3 emails a week where I talk about a lot of business things just like this. And just thoughts and insights and learnings as I'm going through it. I'm still learning as well, still growing. There's kind of different steps and stages to business that I'm quickly learning about that I plan on talking about probably in the next few weeks. And that's it for the week. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday.